coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. Boom! I appreciate the support. 33, man. 33 years of prison stories. You know what it is. You know what it is, man. We out here pushing P, man. Positive energy, trying to get this penitentiary shut down. Trying to get them shut down. How we gonna shut them down? By teaching and educating these young kings and queens not to throw their life away and to join this university of misery called the penitentiary. You understand? So that's what we trying to do. I appreciate all the help, all the people that watch these videos, all the people that share these videos, all the people that comment on these videos, all the people that like these videos, man. It's a big, big help, man. Making a comment helps the algorithm, spreads the video far and wide, man. So leave a comment if you can. If you like the video, leave a like, man. Talk to me, man. Y'all know I talk back. Let's get it. Let's go. Everybody in that morning mud, everybody in that late night Twitch, everybody who rock with me on Instagram, TikTok, all of it around the board, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. If you ever shared any of this experience of this 33 years of prison stories, man, big love to you, big love to yours, man. And everybody that's in that membership, man. We just getting started, man. So stay tuned, lock in. If you ain't got your membership, man, you need to get it. You did. If you don't get it, don't ask about it. We out here, man. 33 years of prison stories, man. I appreciate you all, man. TBP Nation, man. Stand up, man. We out here. We ain't going nowhere. Can't stop, won't stop. Let's go. Oh, man, I got this, thought about doing this, man, for my main man, Johnny Hoffa. Johnny Hoffa, you put this thought in my mind this morning, man, to do, a little series or a couple of stories about, you know, Storebox, man. The Storebox, man. The Storebox Chronicles, man. Mr. Iron Fist, man. Yeah, man. The Storebox game was a part of my life, man, for, man, probably 90% of my bit, man. 90% of my bit, man, was you know, I was dealing with that Storebox, man. And, man, I kind of like stumbled into the Storebox business because when I first got locked up, man, you know, thank God, man, I had, you know, a lot of support, man, from family, friends or whatnot. So I used to get money all the time, man, and, you know, I didn't know how to budget. I didn't know how to, you know, save or none of that. I was young, you know what I'm saying, and I'm in a foreign world, so I'm trying to figure out what's going on. But I used to go, you know, get to the commissary, man, get food and everything, man, eat it all up real fast and, you know, share some with my celly, do this, that, and I run out before we had to go back to the store again. On most institutions, you go to the store now every 2 weeks. Back in the day, it used to be every week, but you only could get a certain amount of stuff, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, people would try to, you know, ration it out, like, I get this, I get that next week, do, you know, whatever the case may be. But you run out. If you run out before it's time for you to go back to the store, man, like I say, having something to eat at night in prison is essential, man. It's big because, you know, the last meal usually don't come till like, you eat your last meal probably like 5 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, it depends on if they call you first for chow or whatever, or last, but like 5:30. So you're talking about from 5:30 all the way till the next morning, you ain't got nothing to eat if you don't got nothing in your box. You understand me? But the garbage food that they feeding in there anyway, you know what I'm saying, that's all you're going to get is some doo-doo. But, you know what I'm saying, you got to have something to eat, man. You got to have something to eat. So many dudes have got late behind not having nothing to eat, late behind owing people their food, late behind owing debts for getting food. I couldn't even count them. I couldn't even count them. That's how important it is to be able to have something to eat, man, so you won't be starving up in there, because you will starve up in there if you ain't really got no food or nothing coming in. You will starve in there, you know what I'm saying? So, because it ain't no mercy, ain't like, you can give you something to eat. Ain't no man gonna take care of no other man, you understand? So you gotta fend for yourself. So So I used to go borrow stuff, man, when I ran out. But the thing about a store box is, that is a person who has acquired a whole lot of commissary, and he will loan it out to you with interest. Most of the time, 100% interest. If I give you 1, you bring me back 2. If I give you 2, you bring me back 4. I give you 3, you bring me back 6. It's 100% interest, and it's non-negotiable. You understand me? It's non-negotiable. So, you know, prison is one of the only places that you can, where you, on the planet that I know of, that you could go buy something today, and once you walk out of that store, it does not depreciate, it appreciates. Because if I go buy something out of the store in the commissary right now, when I leave that store, if I go buy something for $5, when I leave that store, it's worth $10 now, because I can loan it out and get $10. You dig what I'm saying? So it's a vicious game there. It's akin to what they want to say is loan shocking. You know what I'm saying? The old loan shocking stuff. So I didn't really look at it when I was first coming in as like, you know, I was, you know, being a sucker for, you know, borrowing stuff. You know what I'm saying? More or less, as time went on, that's how dudes look at dudes that go borrow stuff all the time. They look at them as suckers, like you can't budget, you don't know how to manage your money, you ain't got no money. You know, they look at it like that. But I don't necessarily look at it like that. I look at it like you ain't got it, man. This the only person that got it. You need it, you go get it. You know what I'm saying? You get what you need. You pay for what you want. You know what I'm saying? And whatever the price is, somebody else gonna set the price on what they got. You can't tell nobody to put a price on something that they own. Whatever price they put on it is the price they put on it. If you choose to accept that, then that's what it is. That's the deal. You can't break the deal. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? You can't say, oh man, but you know you charge me too much, man. You knew that when you got it. You understand me? You knew that when you got it. So it is what it is. So I can remember I was doing it, man. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, at the time I had the little money. You know, so it wasn't really a problem. After that, you know, I can remember an old head pulling up on me, man, and giving me a little game, man. He was like, cause he used to see me go to the store and get all this stuff. So he was like, man, why you keep going to the Storebox? I said, man, I was running out. I need it. He said, man, you just wasting money, man. He said, I ain't getting in your business or nothing, but I see your people send you money. They must send you money because you always go to the store. He said, man, if you can't budget your stuff out, you know what I'm saying, instead of keep on going to the store box, man, and paying extra money, he said, use the money you got and go buy you some stuff and open up your own store box, man. He said, man, you got to be a businessman, man. You know, you young, man. You got to be a businessman. You can't get in the store box, man, all your money. And that was a valuable jewel right there. A valuable jewel that made me think, you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, you know, but it's always a but. But I didn't know all the problems that came with the store box at this time. Because I got in the store box business early, man. I didn't know all that came with it. But I already knew who I was and what I would do. But I didn't know all the trouble that would come with a store box, man. I didn't know all the game that would come with a store box. I didn't know all the lies, the larceny, the tomfoolery, the skullduggery that came with running a store box, man. Man, let me tell you something. The most lies I have ever heard in my entire life came from dealing with that store box. I'm talking about in my entire life. I'm not talking about just in the penitentiary. In my entire life, man, dudes will tell you the most elaborate, extravagant, foolish stories in the world, man, to try to get out of debt of what they owe, what they done already came and made an agreement upon, made a deal about getting and paying back. And when it's time to pay, they got all types of excuses. It's just like the insurance companies out here. You know what I'm saying? You pay. And then when it's time for them to pay, they got 100 excuses of why they can't pay you. You know what I'm saying? And I won't try to hear none of that. You know what I'm saying? So I can remember when I first started, man, and dudes was telling me, man, look, man, dudes a buck on your money, man. And I'm like, buck? Yeah, like not pay you. What? Yeah, I said, yeah. I said, yeah, all right, don't pay me. You know, I'm just letting you know you're going to have to, you know. I said, man, I wish somebody would act like they ain't going to pay me. You know what I'm saying? That was my whole mentality from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, it's something to go with that too. If somebody don't pay you and you had to go put some work in, you lose. I told y'all a lot of times already, penitentiary is lose. Ain't no wins in the penitentiary. You lose. Because if they don't pay you, you got to go put some work in on them. You know what work is. You know, put that Bethlehem on them, put them hands on them, put some hurt on them. You got to go put some hurt on them. So if you go put some hurt on them, and depending upon the hurt you put on them, and depending upon who they is, if they go tell or you get caught, you gone. You going to jail. You going to jail. What happens when you go to jail? You go to jail, they're going to pack up all your stuff. You understand? And you going in segregation. You can't even have your food or nothing back there in segregation. So depending upon how long you be back there, you're going to be dealing with the factors that your food might get stale. They got mice and rats back there in the warehouse where they're going to put your food at. You may come out and rats and mice done been all and ate up through all of your food. You know what I'm saying? So the food is essentially gone depending upon how long you stay back there. It ain't no good to you no more. You lose your position of where you was. You have to deal with a new celly. You might end up in a whole new block, whole new problems, whole new everything. You know what I'm saying? All for that. And this is the kicker. You could have built up a Storebox that's worth hundreds of dollars, even thousands of dollars. You got to put that work in if somebody owe you $5 and buck on paying you. So you got to risk $5 for all of what you do have. You got to risk losing all of what you do have for $5. All of the thousands of dollars for $5. You understand me? It is what it is. See, but you got to know all this before you get into it, because all of this come with it. Dudes play psychological games with you by knowing that, oh, he got a big Storebox. Oh, he get a visit every week. Oh, he got this going on. Oh, he getting drugs. Oh, I can borrow $10 from him and don't pay him back because I got to do this other thing I got to do or whatever. He ain't going to hurt me over $10. He ain't going to risk that. He ain't going to lose all he got going on for $10, man. Wrong. Wrong. Yeah, because now I know y'all out there listening to it and y'all mind, y'all say, man, that's crazy. That's stupid. But it's not. It's not when you know penology and you know what's going on in this penitentiary, man. If you let him take that $10, just as sure as grist as groceries, he gonna say something to somebody or somebody else gonna know or whatever, and everybody now that owes you is thinking about when is gonna put a strain on them to pay you what they owe you and not have enough of what they need. They gonna say, oh, I ain't gonna pay him. He ain't gonna do nothing. I could put him off. I could tell him, hold on, man. Oh, my money ain't come in. Oh, my people ain't sent it in time. Oh, the money ain't get on the books in enough time, but I get it next week, and all of that, and then eventually ain't nobody gonna be paying. So either you gonna put the work in off the rip and set the example and take the loss, or you gonna end up taking the loss way down the line, which may be more, and it may cost you more, because now dudes is looking at you like you a sucker. Now dudes is looking at you like you saw. So you gonna have to pay either way. You understand? So you gonna have to go ahead on and sacrifice, man. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have to go ahead on and sacrifice. Now me, I had the mentality off the rip anyway, not even thinking on that level, not thinking down the line if I let dude do this. I won't even thinking that far. At this time, I'm young. I'm thinking like, if you don't pay me, I'm gonna hurt you. Period. I thought that off the rip. You know what I'm saying? Because how you gonna take my stuff and go do what you need to do, handle your business, even if it's, you know, filling up your belly, or taking what you get from me and go and purchase something from somebody else because you ain't had the money to get it. Because, you know, commissary is money in the penitentiary. That's money. It's money. You can use it just like you use dollar bills out here. Okay, this dude selling this for $10. What you do? You ain't got $10. We ain't got no cash in there. You give him $10 worth of commissary. You know what I'm saying? But if you come borrow the $10 worth of commissary from me, you owe me $20. So essentially, you paying $20 for what $10 worth of stuff that you need to get. See what I'm saying? So you got to factor all that in. So, you know, if a dude come get that from me and pay that, then that's on him. He done paid $20 for something that costs $10. You dig? But that's just the way the game goes in the penitentiary. That's the way it goes in the penitentiary. So you have to understand that. So I'm looking at it like, how you gonna come get something from me and go handle what you need to handle and then don't pay me? I'm the one that's losing. I'm not gonna lose. You see what I'm saying? So I'm willing to sacrifice for that because I'm gonna feel like a sucker. I'm gonna feel like you played me. I'm gonna feel like you got what you wanted to get out of, you know what I'm saying, the situation at my expense. And I won't going for it. You know what I'm saying? I won't going for it, man. And I knew that going in, but I didn't know how deep it was, how much problems it was gonna bring. You know what I'm saying? And it took a minute for, you know, the benefits of it to be showing so much that I didn't want to get up out of it because it was saving me a whole lot of money. And I'm going to tell you right now, man, it ain't no greater luxury, if you could use the word luxury, because there's no luxury in prison, but there's no greater luxury, for lack of a better word, than you can have than to, in the penitentiary, than not to be hungry at night. To not to be hungry at night, man, because I'm going to tell you, man, that is a hurtful feeling, because I've had that feeling in the hole in segregation, to be hungry, man, you know what I'm saying, and not be able to eat, dog. That is a horrible, horrible feeling, man. Yo, TVP Nation, appreciate the love, appreciate the support, man. If you watching this content, man, I'm assuming that you dig it, man. You understand me? So I would appreciate it if you check your status, man. Make sure you subscribe, man. A lot of people watching, man, they ain't subscribed, but they don't even know it. They just ain't took the time to do it. Check your status. Make sure you subscribe. Like the video. Comment on the video. I talk back. Y'all already know that, man. We out here, man. We on the road to 100K, man. Let's get there, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell his uncle and his auntie. We over here pushing P. Positive content. Holla at your boy. Yeah, man. So I could sympathize with the people that's, you know, in some kind of way, this, like, in third world countries that ain't got nothing to eat, man. I'm telling you, I done been in that hole for long periods of time, long stretches, and the only thing you got to eat is the state food, and it's horrible. So you really not eating. You're not getting no proper nutrition, no nothing. And man, to be able to, you know, to have to lay up in that bed, man, and look at them walls, and then you in the miserable conditions, and then you hungry too, man, I'm telling you, it'll make dudes take chances, and that's what they do. You know, dudes will be so hungry, they'll go borrow something, but they'll try to borrow something small because they'll think that somebody's not going to trip off something that small. But at the same time, they're feeding their hunger at that time. You know what I'm saying? But you got to realize you're taking money from somebody else who is giving it to you under the pretenses that you're going to pay it back with what they asked you to pay it back with. So they can't accept that. You know what I'm saying? They got to, you know what I'm saying, respond to that. And it's not that they don't have sympathy for you, but just the fact that they got respect for themselves and they got the, you know, that's their morals and principles. And you running game anyway. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason. To me, later on down the line when I had the Storebox, I had made it understood that if you really, really hungry, man, and you ain't got nothing, I prefer you to come to me and say, man, can I get a little something to eat? I don't have anything. You know what I'm saying, man? I ain't got no money coming in or nothing, man. And I'm going to tell you, this is God. Anybody who was in there with me with the Storebox, they going to tell you I ran it with an iron fist. But at the same time, if you come real, I could be real with you. You know what I'm saying? I know who don't really got nothing and really, you know, might need something for real, and I'll look out for you. But if I know you a dope fiend, you be losing money gambling, or you buying this, and that's the reason why you ain't got no, man, you better give me my money. You better give me my money if you come borrow from me, you know what I'm saying? And you can't come ask for nothing for free because I know what you doing with the money that you already have. You understand? So it's just so much game to go with it, man. It's just so much larceny. But like I say, man, when you get caught up in it, and I got caught up in it, you know what I'm saying? And the first time that I ever had trouble with it, man, that I had to really, you know what I'm saying, to set an example, and I was kind of like anxious to set an example, to let it be known. You know what I'm saying? By this time I had the Storebox, dude already knew that I put some work in because I done already put work in. Dudes already know that these Jones were certified. So I'm thinking in my mind, ain't nobody gonna try me. This the penitentiary. They gonna try Jesus. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I remember the dude, man, he got my stuff and he's supposed to pay me. And it wasn't that much money, maybe like anywhere from $13 to $15. But on store day is when you pay. You ain't gonna be lagging around, walking around, doing this, kicking the bobo, talking to this person. Man, bring me my money like you came and got it. So it's store day. Store is over. You know, I'm waiting. I'm patient. Everybody done paid me, but this one joker. I see the joker walking around in the block, talking, laughing. He actually eating a bag of chips in the block and talking to somebody like, where my money at, man? Why you ain't, made your way up to my cell to bring me my money? And you down here having fun and acting like you don't owe me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't say nothing. And I ended up making that a habit throughout the whole time I ran the Storebox. I'm not coming in and ask you for my money because I didn't come and ask you to get it. You know what I'm saying? I figured you should bring it back to me just like you came and got it. So that turned out to be something that always agitated me. And it got worse as the years went on. But this at the beginning. So I see him down there and I'm like, man, okay, this joker playing. He think it's a game. Now you always got to go with the assumption too, but I wasn't thinking like that then that maybe he forgot. Because dudes be borrowing and some dudes borrow from a couple of different people. They pay this, pay that, and they forgot. So it's a legitimate mistake. But this was one of them jokers anyway that thought he was slick and thought he was, a hustler and, all that old, the type. So I'm like, man, this joker playing with me, man. He playing with myself. I said, man, go ask him. I said, I ain't asking him for nothing. I ain't asking him to come over here and get it. You know what I'm saying? So I said, man, that joker don't bring my joint in 15 minutes, man. I'm going down there and I'm gonna rock him. He was like, man, no, man, you gonna mess out on this, I said, man, I'm telling you, if he don't bring me my money in 15 minutes, I'm going in there and they ain't asking for it, dog. I'm telling you, man, he playing. You know what I'm saying? He was like, dog, man, I'm telling you, man, just talk to him. I said, I ain't doing none of that. And sure enough, man, I'm waiting. You know what I'm saying? Time go by, whatever. I see him there, he just laughed. And he done seen me. I done made eye contact with him. And I ain't looking at him like, no, yeah, I'm looking like what? You know what I'm saying? Don't you owe me, son? He don't say nothing. He just keep kicking the boat. Man, I went in that joint and put them Timberlands on and walked down that joint, and he's sitting up on the table with his leg propped up, talking to dude, eating a bag of chips. Man, I walked straight up to him. I said, hey, look, mop, and just dropped him. Boom, he fall off the table. When he fall off the table, I'm down on him. Mop, 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 mop. And you know how you get the whoopings when you a kid and your mama whip you, say, didn't I tell you not? And I'm hitting him. I'm like, where my money at? You know what I'm saying? And I'm crushing them. And dudes in the pod, they shocked. They looking like, man, what the, you know what I'm saying? What the? And I'm just drilling them. Blood, my fist hurting. I know I'm crushing them. You know what I'm saying? And then dudes like, well, man, bang, hey, bang, hey, bang. So boom, I hit him the last time. I back up off of him. And I say, man, if you come get my money out of my Storebox, you better bring me my money. I ain't coming asking for my money. Anybody who owe me, you better have my money or don't come to my cell and get it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking because I'm in the moment now, my adrenaline flowing, I'm just gone, you know what I'm saying? So the people in the booth done seen me though. You know what I'm saying? They done seen me. Little do I know, I'm going down like the Titanic, but I'm thinking I'm setting the example and I'm letting it be known. If you come get mine, you better have it. You know what I'm saying? And man, he down there, he bleeding and I done punished him. Man, I couldn't even get up the stairs for the people who were calling me on the loud. Hey, come back downstairs, come back downstairs. And they done already called the code. So then they holler, lock up, everybody, lock up, lock up, lock up. He's still laying down there. Man, I couldn't even get back to the cell. By the time I got to the cell, she started closing all the doors, telling people to lock in. So she closed my door. So I couldn't get in. So I'm trying to get in. I'm like, open my door, open my door. Let everybody in and left me out. You know what I'm saying? They come running in there, run up there on me, man. I go ahead on to throw my hands up, man. They cuffed me up, locked me up, took me to the hole. First time I went to the hole dealing with that Storebox. It would not be the last. It would not be the last, but that was the first time that I went. You know what I'm saying? But I had to do that. And I did lose out on stuff. And then I did learn what the process is. You know what I'm saying? Look, this is what's going to happen if this happened. Well, I was learning as I go. But at the same time, I felt like it needed to be done. You know what I'm saying? And it sent a message, you know what I'm saying, that look, when you come get mines, man, you got to have it. You know what I'm saying? You got to have it. Yeah, that happened for less than $15. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going to be the narrative out there. Hey, yo, man, hey, man, you borrowed that stuff from Banky, man. Yeah, man, he punished the dude up there in M4, man, for $15. You know what I'm saying? So you got to do that. But like I say, you going to get dragged too. You in the hole. Man, you back there hungry. You the one that's hungry. Your stomach is the one that's going. And you got a surplus of food that's just sitting over there being ate up by the mice and stuff like that. And then you got the hope that they don't start doing that, looking at your commissary slip and saying, what you doing with all this commissary? And they might confiscate the commissary. They might confiscate it because you can't show and prove that you've been back and forth to the commissary purchasing this yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's an actual charge. That's racketeering and Storebox. So, you know, you got to worry about that too. I didn't have to worry about that till later on down the line. But before it was all over with, before my bit was over with, that was in my paperwork, man, that I was a long time racketeer and Storeboxer and a gambler. They got that in your files because those are the charges that I was getting the most. Storeboxing, racketeering, or fighting. You know what I'm saying? So they going to have that in your file. So when you go to another institution, they already hip to what you about. You know what I'm saying? So if they come in your cell and you got a whole lot of commissary and they go looking in your paperwork, they going to say, oh, he running the store box. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it's a gift and it's a curse, man. You know what I'm saying? And the trouble coming with it, man. And I don't care what type of work you don't put in because dudes is going to try you, man, because of the desperation, man. Especially if drugs on the compound. If they a drug addict and they got the head of these drugs and they scared that the dude, because when dudes get drugs on the compound, dudes going to sell them drugs as fast as possible because they don't want to get caught with it. They don't want to have it in their possession. So it's first come, first serve. So when you looking at it like that, now say somebody say they got the missile on there, they got this real good dope on there, and you got a dope fiend, and he ain't got the money, and he want to get that dope before the dope gone, and he ain't got no money on his book, he'll come to the Storebox, man. Storebox, man, first one. He'll come to the Storebox, man, look, man, let me get $50, man. $50? Yeah, man, I mean, work with me, man. Let me give you 75 back. You know, they'll ask for that because they're getting so much. Nah, bro, you get 50 for me. I need 100. Come on, man. And they all the time, they ain't got nothing. But they running that game. Come on, dog, let me give you 70. No, man, nah, you ain't gonna run my. Okay, I'm gonna give you the 100, man. You gonna have the 100? Yeah, I'm gonna have the 100. All the time, he just want to go get the dope. Then he feeling like he can deal with you later. You see what I'm saying? And then he'll go get the dope, man, and they ain't got it. He gonna get high. He gonna do all he want to do, be nice and scratching and all that. And then he got a whole week until the store come, or however many days we got before the store come to come up with your money. Now, he might check in. But he might just come with some, man, my people ain't sending money in enough time, man, but I'm going to get it to you next week. Nah, that's going to be taxes on that too. Now you don't owe me 100, you owe me 200 because you making me miss out on the money that I could have made. 200 for $50? Yeah, because of the interest. And if you don't have it this time, I'm going to slay you. You know what I'm saying? So dudes will do it though, and they'll try you, and then they may wait till the next week because they done bought a week. All right, I'm gonna give you 200. I'm gonna tell my people saying extra, but that ain't right, man. Woo, woo, woo. But all the time, he might be planning on checking in. He might be planning on getting to Bethlehem and sneak up on you before that time come. All of these things you got to factor in when you're dealing with that store-bought. See what I'm saying? So, man, it's a vicious game, man. It's a vicious game. I'm telling you, man. But I was in the thick of it, you know what I'm saying? I was just deep in it, man, because I'm looking at myself. I got commissary, anything I want to eat. I got tuna fish, I got oysters, I got chips, I got candy bars, I got everything. I ain't got to worry about going to the store. I ain't never got to worry about running out of nothing. I ain't got to worry about if I get hungry, I can't reach over and grab something to eat. So the benefits was blinding me to the trouble that came with it. You know what I'm saying? So I just was in it, man, and then man, it ain't take long. You know, I thought it took, would take longer, but it ain't take long. Probably my second incident was probably less than probably about 7-8 months later. And you know, a joker straight up told me out of his mouth, I ain't gonna cap on it. He said, man, I ain't got it, man. I don't know when I'm gonna get it. So I'm looking at him, I say, what? He said, I ain't got it. I don't know when I'm gonna get it. I thought my people were gonna send me some money, but they ain't sent it. That's when I implemented that for the rest of my bit too. I used to always tell dudes when they come get my stuff, I don't care if your people ain't sending money. Don't get my money unless you already got it secure. Because if you come to me and say, your people ain't sending this, I ain't going to want to hear it, dog. I ain't going to want to hear it. And that came from him because that's what the excuse he used. So I ended up using that the rest of my time that I ran a store. So, but at this time, I'm like, what? He was like, yeah, man, they said this, that, and they going on, so they ain't gonna be able to send. So when you telling me they gonna be able to send? I don't know. They don't know, man. You know, they say they going through some stuff, but I thought they was gonna send it, but they ain't gonna send it. So I don't know when I'm gonna be able to pay. I said, man, no, you got to pay me today. He said, man, I told you I don't know when I'm gonna be able to pay you, man. My people can't. I said, man, look, boom, and I hit him with an elbow, right in the nose, and broke his nose. And when I hit him, he at my door. He falls back out the door, and I ran up on him. When he hit the rail, he started sliding there, and I shot a knee to his chest. I tried to hit him in the face, but it hit him in his chest. Boom! Slammed him to the ground and started stomping him. And then his homeboy was coming running up there, so then my celly came out, and we was getting ready to brawl up in this joint. So, and the people, again, I'm told, the people see me. You know what I'm saying? They call it code and everything. So then I just kept on stomping them, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to jail anyway. And then my celly was trying to get at his homeboy, but his homeboy was like bagging off because now the people was looking. So, man, it's just crazy, man. The Storebox stuff was wild, man. And I'm not even on there. Here I go again, off the jail. You know what I'm saying? Off the jail. I left my celly some of the food because I already know that by the time I get out, some of it's going to be messed up anyway, if not gone. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. And then this joker, he tell the people that we was rumbling because he owed me money. So that's how they first got hip to me running the Storebox. Now I'm on the radar for racketeering and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And fights, you know, coming from racketeering. So, man, it was crazy, man. But I was learning. I was young. I was learning. And, man, it was wild, man. Dealing with that Storebox, man, was just, man, and I couldn't shake it, man. I couldn't shake it for a long time, man. You know, it was Storebox. Everywhere I went, I set up the Storebox, man. If I get moved from one block to the other, got the Storebox. If I get moved off this institution to another institution, got a Storebox. That brought a lot of other problems too, because you come on another institution, go on a block, got Storeboxes already in there. You just getting there and you coming there, open up a Storebox. Dudes might feel like you stepping on their turf, in their territory, just like on the street. You can't go on another corner and sell drugs on a corner that dudes already selling drugs on. But I was doing it, you know what I'm saying? And it was crazy, man, but it was what it was, man. But it's just so many things that happened with this Storebox, man. So many altercations, so many, you know, crazy incidents. Like I say, man, the pen in my hand, man, came from a Storebox, man. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, this is Storebox Chronicles, man. Y'all let me know if y'all want to know more, man. This is just a little taste of it to let y'all know what type of life this Storebox was, you know. But like I said, I ran it with an iron fist, man. You know what I'm saying? And it was what it was, man. And you know, looking back on it, it was some crazy times, man. But y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. Talk to me. I talk back. TBP Nation, man, peace and love. Like I said, it's a blessing in every lesson, man. The blessing is, man, I didn't have to take a life for that Storebox, and I didn't get my life took. But I had a whole lot of altercations messing with it, man. So you live and you learn, if you're lucky. But talk to me in the comments. I talk back, man. Y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. And boom, duck them hooks, man. Get the membership. That's where it's going down. Boom. Support. Big love to my membership, man. If y'all ain't got a membership, man, you know, you don't know what you're missing. We got exclusive content over there. I'm going to be dropping videos over there on the membership, man, that I can't drop over here. So if you want a membership, come over there and get it, man. It's for the low right now. So come over there and get it, man, and check out this exclusive content. I appreciate everybody who got it. Big love to all of y'all. We out here. More videos coming soon.
The banking special. Yeah, pure deliciousness. Pure deliciousness, man.
Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.